In the 1920s, White Star Line was aiming for the completion of their new ship, Oceanic 3, but as construction was cancelled, White Star Line officials decided to build two smaller vessels, and so, on the 14th of April, 1927, Holland and Wolfe laid down the keel for the MV Britannic, followed by MV Georgic soon after. Britannic was launched in 1929 and was to be completed in the summer of 1930. She was fitted with a 5-cylinder 4-stroke double-acting diesel engine, giving Britannic a speed of 17 knots, which, compared to Germany's SS Bremen, was a slow ship. But White Star Line wasn't interested in speed, but more the luxury of Britannic, as what happened with the Olympic-class liners. Britannic had two short, stubby funnels, which were quite common for motor vessels at the time. She also featured watertight bulkheads, but nothing new. She had 24 lifeboats, 2 backup boats, and 2 motorboats, just in case. She had a capacity for 1,553 passengers. Britannic was handed over to the White Star Line in 1930, and when she began her maiden voyage, an estimated 14,000 people showed up to watch her sail for the first time. Pretty impressive. Britannic sailed from Liverpool, stopping at Belfast and Glasgow to pick up mail, and then straight for New York. On July 8th, Britannic arrived at I don't know. I literally don't know. If someone does know, can you please let me know in the comments? For Britannic's next few trips, she went from a max speed of 16 knots to 19 knots, 2 knots faster than expected. In the summer, Britannic shared the same route with the older RMS Adriatic, the Baltic, and the Cedric. In 1932, her sister Georgic was completed and joined her on the same route.
I'm sweet, I'm fresh Britannic, and better.
Whatever, Georgic. Adventure. I get to serve a long career.
Meine Arbeit für richtig hältst, ob du glaubst, dass ich fleißig gewesen bin, dass ich gearbeitet habe, dass ich mich in diesen Jahren für dich eingesetzt habe, dass ich anständig meine Zeit verwendet habe im Dienste meines Volkes. Gib du jetzt deine Stimme ab, dann tritt für mich ein, so wie ich für dich eingetreten bin.
By 1932, Britannic would average only 600 passengers, which was less than the 40% of her full capacity. And by now, White Star Line was now Cunard Line, following the merge after White Star Line's parent company had collapsed. And yes, White Star Line was completely screwed.
Zeigen, soll vor sich hertragen und wir werden in unserem Zeichen wieder siegen.
By 1939, Germany had announced war and begun invading Poland. Now, this was the beginning of the end for Nazi Germany. Britannic was then converted into a troop ship. A few days later, she embarked British Indian Army officers and naval officers, whom she then took from Greenock to Bombay. I'm traumatized. While in Bombay, she was fitted with a BL 6-inch naval gun, for defense against surface craft, and one QF 3-inch high-angle gun for anti-aircraft defense to make a defensively equipped merchant ship. Hitler had now started to invade Europe. It was Britain's quick thinking to overrule the Axis. By 1940, all UK passenger liners, including the Queen Mary and the New Mauretania, had signs basically telling people to keep their mouths shut. Britannic's westbound crossings carried many refugees from Europe, hoping to escape before it was too late. The overseas evacuation of children was terminated after a U-boat sank the Ellerman Line's city of Benares in September 1940, killing 77 children. You know what? If this video gets 25 likes, I'll make a video about it. After 5 voyages carrying refugees, Britannic was converted back into a troop ship. It was now
December 7th, 1941.
America had just entered the war after the bombings of Pearl Harbor by the Japanese. World War II was official. No Americans had wanted to join the war, but they had no choice. In 1942, Britannic made 2 more round trips between Britain and Bombay via South Africa. From November 1942, she made 2 more round trips between Britain and South Africa. Her capacity was increased from 3,000 to 5,000 troops. In June 1943, she took troops from Algiers in convoy KMF 17, in where they went via Gibraltar and South Africa to Bombay, arriving on 10th of September. From Bombay, she sailed through the Suez Canal to Augusta, Sicily, and then returned to Liverpool, where she arrived on the 5th of November, 1943. As I write this part of the video script, it is the 5th of November. But now, as I record it, it's actually the 3rd of December. So yeah. Between November 1943 and May 1944, Britannic made 4 transatlantic round trips, 2 to New York and 2 to Boston. She then took 3,288 troops with convoy KMF 32 from Liverpool to Port Said in Egypt. She made 2 more round trips between there and Toronto in Italy, and then took 2,940 troops to Liverpool. In the 50s, the now Canal Line decided to put Britannic on the Mediterranean cruises in the winter season. Britannic would have small engine breakdowns, and by 1959, Britannic was showing her age. In December of 59, Canal Line announced the final voyage of the Britannic. She sailed from Liverpool to Incathene, arriving on the 16th of December. This would be the end to the last ever White Star Line vessel.